On today's Florida cooking segment, we got Florida mullet, fried golden brown with green bean salad.
That's right. It's not just the out-of-date hairstyle. It's a delicious dish, and we're going to show you how.
All right, the first thing we need to do, get ready for our mullet dish, is to get it breaded.
Get it breaded.
Breaded.
We're breading mullet.
We are.
Mullet typically, in my world, is a bait fish.
You know, mullet kind of gets a bad rap here and there, like you said, a bait fish, but I guarantee you it's a good eating fish. You guys had mullet before? Never. Nice little mullet fillets there.
Are they easy to find?
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
You go to intercoastal, the ocean, and more than likely you'll see a school of mullet. Hey man, if this works out, this could be a good thing to introduce to my fryer here on a regular basis.
On the regular.
So what do we need to start frying our mullet?
Okay, well the first thing, we got our dry mix. Now
Okay.
I got a little cornmeal in here, a little flour, and a little bit of...
Cornstarch.
Absolutely. And what do I use the cornstarch for?
To make it
A little extra crispy.
good tip.
And then we got our wet wash. It's just a couple of eggs that I've whisked up with a little bit of water.
Okay.
So we're gonna go a little dry dust, wet, back into the dry, and then fry.
Then fry.
Basically the egg is gonna help hold that coating onto the fish. Well, the first thing I wanna do here a little bit, of course, always pre-season. A little bit of pepper on there, that's good. And then also I'm gonna season up our dry mix too. A little salt.
And you talk about seasoning in layers too, so this is that first initial layer.
Right, we're building layers of flavor. A little bit of cayenne pepper in my dry mix. This is gonna give it just a little bit of heat. I like
Okay.
to put a little parsley in mine too. This is gonna give it some good color.
Chef, are you going to fry that with the skin on it?
I am gonna fry it with the skin on. You know, mullet's kind of a little bit of an oily fish, so the skin is gonna help keep the meat all together and stay on here throughout the frying process. There is quite a bit of bones in here, and typically when you get fried mullet, it will be served on the bone. So go in the dry, shake it off a little bit.
For me, those bones, that's part of the thrill.
Actually, yep,
It adds a little bit of danger element to it, and it's part of the thrill of eating fish.
absolutely. I mean, you should assume that any fish you're gonna get on a plate will have some kind
Yeah.
of bone in there. So dry, wet, dry. He's ready to go into the fryer.
He's ready to make that sweet, sweet sound.
Here he goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We also have this nice mullet bone that we're going to use for a little garnish and of course our gizzards, but we want to
Okay.
get this cooking first.
Okay.
So I'm going to set that over there for you. And let's start on our green bean salad. Nice Florida green beans, or what we call snap beans sometimes. You know that Florida leads the nation in green bean production. So everybody should really take advantage of it and incorporate green beans into their menu. So we're going to add our green beans to our bowl. Just going to go right in. And this is a very simple recipe. We've just got some slivered red onions here that we're gonna add. So we're gonna put those in. It's gonna add good color and texture. Along with our bell peppers that were grown here in Florida, I got a little yellow and a little red. So these are gonna go in. I'm gonna add a little parsley to this also. I'm gonna add my nice olive oil.
So you love to use olive oil.
I prefer to do most of my cooking with olive oil, absolutely. So I've rolled my lemons a little bit, break up the segments. I'm gonna add a little acid in the form of lemon juice here. This is gonna give it a nice tang.
Mullet's looking good, Chef.
Okay, now that I got all my ingredients in here, I'm just gonna give this a toss so it gets nice and coated. Let's see your mullet here. I think it's looking pretty good there. All right, we can pull this up and let this bad boy drain a little bit.
Get up there a little bit.
Yeah,
Now we're talking.
looking good. All right, so let's get our mullet bones in there.
Okay.
Just a little bit of, a little pat on each side, a little coating. Probably don't even have to go in the wet. Just throw that bad boy right in the fryer. Just really garnish, basically. Drop it down. There you go, and let's get those gizzards. The gizzards, we definitely want to go dry, wet, and then back to dry. Now, usually we try to use a wet hand, dry hand, which means one hand in the wet, one hand in the dry, because you're breading your fingers.
So basically, don't do what I just did.
Got them coated back into the dry, and
I
then
go-
right into the fryer.
They look like hush puppies.
They do look like little hush puppies.
Ha!
So we got this nice mullet dip I brought also. And like you said, this is one of those traditional
Oh, yeah.
things.
I love mullet dip,
Smoked
boy.
mullet dip goes great with anything. So
Try one of those, boy.
yeah, go ahead and get in there with that mullet dip. A little flatbread cracker.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that. See those bones, how they going. I think those are good. Let's get them on the drain
Good.
towel there. Beautiful.
See how I got that tail going up?
Yeah.
That's all presentation.
I like that. What
That
you're
tail
doing
goes
there.
up like that.
That's looking good.
Just plate up.
Okay, we're gonna use the mullet bones here as a little bit of garnish. Our green bean salad's gonna go down, right like so. And then we're just gonna take our nice mullet fillet right on top.
All right, I got gizzard nuggets coming at you.
And there we have it. What do you think?
I tell you what, man. Good job. I've never seen a mullet look so pretty. I mean, this thing absolutely looks delicious. You ready to eat some?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.